What's up, guys? I'm going to do another Black Ops 3 video, and this time I'm going to be going over just my first impressions and just overall thoughts about the game. And yeah, so I am a bit irritated with this game right now, and rightfully so. It's because this game hasn't had as good as a launch as like any other Call of Duty game has. So first off, these servers are terrible, and just the connections and just all this networking and netcode and hit detection, all of it's just all out of whack. So for whatever reason, the servers weren't like properly prepared for launch, and this happens a lot with games nowadays. But it didn't happen with like Advanced Warfare. It didn't happen with Ghosts. You were literally with those games. You could put in the game at midnight, turn on the game, find a match, boom, you're put in, and it would work. You wouldn't get any of this stupid disconnecting garbage. Like, for the first hour of the game being out, it was just me trying to get into a party with my friends, and it wouldn't work because we were constantly getting like disconnected from Xbox Live, and it's not even actually getting disconnected. Oh, and as I'm recording it, it did it. It says error, problem connecting to Xbox Live. And I'm thinking, okay, that's probably just my Xbox being strange or something. But if I go to the dashboard, hey, I'm still connected to Xbox Live. And like, I can even be in a party with someone, and it says problem connecting to Xbox Live, but I can still talk to them. So it's not a problem with Xbox Live. It's only this game. And it literally happens all the time. Like, if you sit at the main menu for more than like 3 minutes, boom, disconnected from Xbox Live. And it's just all out of whack. I don't understand why the servers were just being terrible. Like, half the time when I go into multiplayer and I search for a game, I sit there and I will never find a game until I restart my search for whatever reason. The hit detection is way awful in this game, and I'm losing so many gunfights that I shouldn't be. Like, this game feels like almost the opposite of Black Ops 2. Like, in Black Ops 2, when I could even go back and play that right now, and I would absolutely destroy people, because in that game, for whatever reason, if you have a good connection and you're not playing off dial-up, you could soak up 3-4 bullets and you could still gun down people. But in this game, if you take like 1 bullet of damage, then you're done. And half the time I fire first, and then I put 2 bullets into the guy, and he literally goes boom boom, and then I'm dead. And it's just so ridiculous how these gunfights are. So you have to have such an advantage. Like, in Black Ops 2, I could literally run up to somebody and I can still be sprinting, pull up my gun, and start firing at them and kill them. But in this game, you literally have to be aimed down sights before you even see them. So this game is like pretty much all stock, whereas Black Ops 2 is all quick draw, where you could just run up, boom, pull up your gun and start firing. Where this game, you have to literally be holding aim down sights and like peeking around corners and stuff. Like, can you tell that I'm irritated with this game? I want to like this game. I really do. Like, this game, it has potential to be awesome, and I really think this game could be great, and I want it to be just like Black Ops 2 was, and just all the good times. But Activision really just needs to get some dedicated servers, because there's been so many times where I log on and I'm just lagging out the wazoo, and I speed test my network, and nope, it's not my network doing anything. I'm not doing anything on there, but for whatever reason in the game, my ping jumps up to 400 randomly, and it happened all the time in the beta. So I thought, okay, well, maybe that's just a beta thing. Well, here we are in the actual game, and here I am having all these garbage connection issues where I literally am lagging all around the map. I've even had games where people just keep leaving out because they are just constantly lagging, and everybody's connection goes from like 30 milliseconds to 40 milliseconds back to 30, and then boom, 400, stays there for a couple seconds, oh, back to 30 to 40 to 30, boom, back to 400. And it's so ridiculous. Like, it happens to everybody in the lobby, and I thought, oh, okay, maybe it's just the host being absolutely terrible, because Activision would absolutely love it or they would absolutely hate to put in some dedicated servers into this actual game. So maybe it's just the host being absolutely terrible. So I'm sitting there playing the game, lagging my butt off for like 4 minutes, thinking it's going to kick the host like it does in every other Call of Duty game. When the host is lagging, it'll boom kick them from the game, migrate the host. And nope, what do you know? Everybody just starts leaving out because they can't freaking do anything in this game. They can't even play the game. And it gets down to me and one other guy. So I'm the only guy on my team, he's the only guy on his team, and I'm still lagging. So I'm thinking, okay, this has got to be the host, who is absolutely has terrible internet and everything. And all of a sudden, boom, he leaves out of the game. And I'm thinking, okay, if he was host, there would have been a host migration, or the game would have just ended here. And so I'm thinking, okay, well, I guess he wasn't host. And I'm walking around the map, and I'm still lagging. I'm the only one in the game, and my game is just stuttering. I'm like barely can move around the map and everything. And I won by the enemy team forfeiting, but I was like, what is this? Like, that has to be the servers. I was even reading an article today that somebody, or the Activision and Treyarch were saying that the servers were getting wrecked on like PlayStation 4 and PC and like last gen and stuff, not Xbox One, but Xbox One is having a ton of issues. Like, the whole game itself on Xbox One, it honestly feels terrible. Like, I guarantee you, if I were to hop on PlayStation, I wouldn't be having like any of these problems. And I guarantee it's just because the game is built on like PlayStation 4. It was made for PlayStation 4, and then they just ported it over to the Xbox One. But they did like no job, and just did an absolutely terrible job in optimizing it for this system. And it's so bad. And like, the matchmaking is so weird. Like, sometimes I'm literally playing people with no thumbs, and then the very next game I am going up against freaking sweaty McTryhards who have Mountain Dew and they have freaking Red Bull coming out of their pores, and they're snorting Dorito dust. And well, here we go again, my error problem connecting to Xbox Live when I'm just sitting here at the menu. And this is so weird. I mean, I like the game itself. I played a bit of the campaign. Campaign is decent. I don't really know what's going on and whatever. It's really freaking weird. Zombies is pretty good. I like that. Shadows of Evil, I honestly, I don't like that map at all. It's just so complicated, and it gets so hard so fast. Like, by the time you get to round 4, zombies are already like double tapping you and like sprinting full speed, and there's like a billion of them on the map. Whereas if I were to go back to Black Ops 2, the zombies are still walking around, and they don't freaking double tap you on round 4 and crap. Man, it is ridiculous. Like, zombies this time around, the only map I can play is the Giant, because Shadows of Evil is ridiculous. Like, it's just awful. I really do not like that map. Overall thoughts on the game, I want to like it. I like the specialists. Score streaks are really weak, and it also takes forever to get your score streaks. Like, a UAV is like 500 points. I mean, that is ridiculous that a UAV costs that much, and it doesn't even last very long. And if you call in a UAV, it's going to get destroyed in like less than 10 seconds of it being up, unless you're playing on Redwood, which in that map, for whatever reason, they decided, oh yeah, let's have all the UAVs, roam around in all the freaking leaves of the trees, so you literally like can't shoot down any UAVs on that map because they just hide in the trees. Like, they should just adjust the UAVs so they come in on like the horizon or something, so you can literally look to the edge of the map and you can see them. You don't have to stare straight up at the sky and hope that UAV pokes through these leaves for half a second. And like, the streaks are interesting. Just gunfights are so bad. Like, the gun balance is pretty good, I guess, but there are a lot of times where I'm sitting there and I'm shooting someone from across the map. I get the first shot off and I put like 2 or 3 bullets into them with an assault rifle from across the map, and they all of a sudden pull out their like Pharaoh SMG and they go brrr, and I'm dead from like 30-40 meters. I already put 3 bullets into them and they go brrr, with an SMG, and I'm dead. And it is just ridiculous. And I don't understand the hit detection or what, but I want to like this game, but it seriously has some major issues, like just with the gun balance, or the like gunplay and just gunfights and stuff, because you are seriously losing so many gunfights that you should be winning, and it is just ridiculous. Like I keep getting like disconnected from Xbox Live all the time. It like boots me from a party for some reason. My screen turns blue and then takes me back to the main menu and crap, and it's just ridiculous. And then like the day before launch, somebody was posted a picture of like their screen where it said like, you joined in late, so like your negative stats won't count. But I have literally never gotten that. And when I join into like a free-for-all game late, the top guy is at like 27 kills. There's no way I can catch up and get into the top 3, and it still counts as a loss for me. I don't get that. Why it doesn't work this way, or why it just works for some people, or it only works sometimes or something. Like, it's just ridiculous. I am so confused by this game and just why and what everything about it is. I like the black market. That's pretty cool. It takes forever to rank up in this game. Like, let me see my barracks real fast. I have 9 hours of gameplay, and I'm barely level 39. And it's just ridiculous. Like, you just barely earn like any XP, so you basically have to be doing all the freaking challenges in it. Zombies is super hard. I don't honestly know how I feel about this game. There needs to be some serious updates that, nerf a ton of guns, buff some others. Like the Gorgon is ridiculous. It's a 2-shot kill LMG with like 50 bullets in the clip, and it has a pretty fast freaking fire rate. 2 bullets from like any range, you go boom boom, and they're dead. It's so ridiculous. It's so overpowered. So like barely anybody knows about that gun yet, but just give it like a week until everybody and their grandma has posted a video on YouTube about it, how saying it's overpowered, and then every little kid pulls out their Gorgon and starts using that. Then it's just gonna be ridiculous, where people are just camping their dicks off. And people do that already. There's so many people just camping in this game, and it's like, bro, this game's been out for 2 days and you're already camping. Like, what are you trying to protect your KD or something? Like, come on, get out of here with that garbage, bro. But yeah, that's my first impressions with the game. I honestly have never been this upset with a game at launch. Like Black Ops 2, I absolutely loved that game at launch. Ghosts, not so much. I mean, I didn't hate it as much as, hate is a strong word. I honestly don't hate this game. I want to like it though, but with Ghosts, Ghosts had some problems, but I genuinely enjoyed it at launch. Advanced Warfare, yeah, it was a pretty decent launch for me. Like, I was able to just destroy people. I was able to rank up and prestige within the first like 8 hours of the game being out, and I don't know, it's insane. But then this game just has so many different bugs, and it's ridiculous. And then there was that whole thing with Nuketown and the Giant, where if you're on the new Xbox One interface, you couldn't download them for like 15 hours after launch, because Microsoft had to put out an update for it, because I don't know why or something, because it just wasn't showing up for people, including myself. But I don't know. I really want this game to be just like Black Ops 2 was, all the fun times and stuff. But it is just ridiculous right now. So hopefully I'll probably post another one of these videos once they put out an update, or maybe I'll just give it like a week or two and then just kind of go over my thoughts about it again. But honestly, right now I don't even want to play this game right now. Like, if I play the game, I'm only going to play the Giant, because multiplayer is ridiculous right now. So there you guys go. Tell me what you guys think of this game in the comments down below. Do you like it? Do you want to like it? Tell me what your thoughts are and what your just kind of overall feelings about the game are. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.